So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Darnold. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chewo Oladolua, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. That one caught out wide by Julio. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes... And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The shotgun snap for Darnold. This to Hines on the drop-off. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do?
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. First and 10, Taylor now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Darnold from the gun. And it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A first down throw, Darnold. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, it's Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Running left, it's Henry. Oh, he bowls over it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And a run is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Now Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw again on second down. Darnold gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Darnold to throw again. He'll get this off to Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Faking the give, Darnold. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sam Darnold, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He dumps it off for Henry. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now it's Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taking in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On second down and 4, Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll check this one down to Taylor. Pushes him over, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off of play action, Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams, because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off play action, Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 32 2 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Tannehill a throw out wide that's complete. Touchdown! Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And this Titan offense is running away with this one.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drop. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Henry. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guy.
Darnold, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
They'll roll him out right. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Titans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. It's Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second down and 5.
Now it's Darnold. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.